Yo, what's poppin'? It's Tommathan. I am here with the last time deciding the best rookie team from our Season 5 players that are still active. So, there's a lot of people here because of the most recent season, so a lot of people have not retired and they're still active, which means should be the best season, right? The more people, the more new ones, and you know what? It might be true this time. The hypothesis that as you go forward, the teams will get better. Maybe Season 5 will be the peak because you got a guy named Proper there, and he's kind of the GOAT, so we'll see. Anyway, looking at hit scans to start off with. Aprita didn't play a map, but he's here. Dove, EasyHan, Gurio, Hacker, who is just a fraud and just not a real player, but he technically is, so I just put him under hit scan because why not? Hydron, Hilo, Merit, MN3, Pineapple Seeker, and Victoria. Big names here that I'm looking at. I'm looking at Big Merit. I'm looking at Big MN3 and Hydron. These are the three big names to me to decide from. They're not all going in. I guess I should move them to the side a second there. They're not all going in because you don't need that many hit scans on a team. But they're all worth considering. I like Merit the most. I think his Sojourn was consistently high level. I think that his Ashe was pretty good when he did play it. Not as much as his Sojourn, obviously, but he did play it. His Tracer, when he played that a little bit in the Countdown Cup, I was impressed with. So, in terms of that, I like Merit for this. MN3 Hydron are pretty good too. Anyone else here? Not really. EasyHan had some moments where you're not going to pick EasyHan over any of these guys. Kilo was supposed to be, super high peak but inconsistent, but all of these guys had higher peaks and were more consistent. So, Kilo doesn't really make the cut here for me. I think Merit's the easy choice. For sure. But MN3 and Hydron, definitely valid. I'll stick them like over here for now. Well, I'll stick them like over here for now. Oh, you guys can't see it. My bad. Stick them down here. You can kind of see them. Flex DPS. Alpha Yi, Backbone, Becky, Finale, Innovation King, Malthel, Tommathan, as well as there's two of them. Proper Sam, Psycho, who's the only player that was not most recently playing an Owl because he was on Ex Oblivione after he got dropped by the Titans. Speedily, Stalker, Venom, Wub, and Zest. So, Proper's here. So Proper's going in. It's that easy. Proper's the best player here. You don't need anyone else. I think Merit Proper, to me, can cover basically everything you want. You can maybe question, I don't know what, Tracer Genji. If you want Proper on Tracer, then you can't. If you want a comp like that. But for the most part, I think it's fine. I guess if you wanted that, you could add in Zest. Zest would maybe like super complete it because it does let Proper, as I've been big on. If you've watched anything where I talk about Shock and the team they need to make, I like whenever Proper can decide what he plays because he's the best. So I guess putting in Zest would technically be best as well. But I feel as though this is rounded out well enough that you won't need to do anything like that. But any other names that are big, I guess, Zest is worth noting. Zest is worth noting. Speedily, I guess was worth noting. I guess Tommathan's not active anymore, but he's here for a second. Alpha Yi, if he didn't have such a trash back half. Backbone, if you wanted to run Mei specifically, I guess would be cool. But other than that, I don't know. It's Proper. He's Proper, He's Proper. Main tank. You have someone, Reiner, Kellen, Itzel, Doge, and Belos and someone can do it all. Someone's all you need. He's the best. He's going to do it all. You don't even need an off tank with someone. You don't. He's Smurf. But honestly, with more potential, I think. I am that high on someone. As people may know, someone is that guy. And I think it's much better to let your backline be more flexible with someone in here rather than going, Reiner, Kaluj, as you'll see, the off tank options, Adam, Kaluj, Daitza, False, Cry, and Vulcan. I think Adam technically was signed in season 4, right? But he never actually was signed during the period that season 4 was. So I didn't include him there. I'm not going to include him here either, basically, because he's not playing over anyone, and he's not playing over Kaluj. He's not playing over someone. He's not going anywhere, But someone's all you need. Obviously, you have the Reiner, Kaluj, American Tornado tank line, which is pretty good. But I'd rather have someone just play everything and then give your backline some flexibility, which is, I think, where I'm leaning. So, looking at the flex sports. Finn, Ho1, Irony, Landon, Luke Mino, Thermajed, Sky Reaper, RuPaul, Vigilante, and Ultraviolet. Now, the three names that are big here, let me move these guys to the side, is Finn, right? Big Finn. And then Vigilante, Ultraviolet are your big ones. RuPaul had a really nice BAP towards the end there, sure, but not compared to these guys. And then Sir Majed, not really. I mean, he's super aggressive. You don't need that on this kind of team. You just need the best you can get. I personally like Finn the most, but if you want to go with either of these guys, any of these guys, I think it's fine. And honestly, we'll see that I think Finn Vigilante is probably what I'm leaning with right now, because you get to do kind of an LA Gladiator situation where you have double flex support and one of them is a very good brig. Vigilante's brig is extremely good. That's why he was brought over to Atlanta last season, because Ultraviolet's brig was not very good at all. So you bring in Vigilante on it, and you're big chilling. So I'm liking this, and then with the main support, and you have options. This is probably the most stacked main supports ever, right? Admiral, Chio, Chorong, Fixa, Lep, OG, Opener, Rack Attack, Super Rich, and Vindane. So you can pick your favorite between Chio, Chorong, and Vindane. Pick whoever you want. This is why I like getting Chio here, right? Because here's the thing. You don't need to go to the brig. Yeah, Chorong and Vindane are maybe better all-around main supports. Maybe they're both better at flexing over to a Zen or something like that. But because someone allows you to go 3 in the back, why bother? Whenever you can just have Vigilante, he's good for double flex support. He's good for Brigida. Bring in the best Lucio in the game onto your team. And I think this is optimal. The only thing I would say, if you don't want this team, if you want 3 DPS instead, you go Merit Proper Zest with then Vigilante, or no, Finn and Vindame probably is what you want to go with if you want 3 DPS, but I don't think it's necessary. I think this looks good. And actually, because there are so many good players here, I might just go for team number 2, as I've talked about. Because why not? I talked about the DPS I'd like. Merit's not available. There's an MN3 and Hydron. I think MN3 and Hydron are very close, but Hydron does have a better tracer on him. And because we're not going to be able to have one tank here, I kind of like Hydron here. I think MN3 has more potential for sure. I think next season MN3 is going to be like that guy. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think he'll find consistency, and I think he will approach Lip Shy level. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I think he's going to break out completely next season. I'm ready for it. But the safer pick is Hydron because he has a better tracer on him. And then you get your flex DPS. Your options here, as I said, Alpha Yi, Speedily, Venom, Zest. I like Zest here no matter what. I know Speedily, you can say, oh, American Tornado, yada yada. I don't care. Zest is better. Zest is too good to pass up on. He was so consistent last season. So elite on the Tracer Genji. It's impossible for me to pass up Zest. I don't care. This is why also, I guess you could want MN3 here as well, because you have some synergy there, but whatever, I don't care. Bring in the Reiner Kaluge. No real other options here. You bring in Reiner Kaluge, that covers everything. You're not going to want anyone else. You could argue Bellisria for ball, but Reiner, even though he didn't get to play the ball last season, he's traditionally had a very, very good ball. Maybe his best hero. I'd say it is his best hero. So I wouldn't worry about that. Then your flex supports, Vigilante's gone, and so is Finn. UV's probably left over. And then you can pick between Chorong or Vindame, which is not a bad pick at all. I like Vindame a little bit more. And that's looking like a pretty good B team. Season 5 A, Season 5 B, your B team. And you know what? The B team might even be better than some of the A teams in the other ones. This is kind of why I wanted to do it for this one, to see how good is the B team of rookies compared to the all rookie teams of the previous seasons. Because I'll probably take a look at that next video that comes out. So keep an eye out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably the best all around. I mean, this is the most rookies here, and Overwatch 2 kind of like revived the scene in a way. But these guys, this is a really good pick. Now, in 2 years, maybe Proper retires, and suddenly these guys don't look too good. It's true. It's not true. I guess they still look really good. But you know what? People can retire that you don't expect. You know, someone 2 years, a year from now, he could be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to go become a, I don't know, realtor. Someone the realtor could pull up. He's selling you a house, you know, that kind of stuff. Who knows? Certainly not me. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your A team looks like. Let me know if you like what my B team looks like. All that stuff. Have yourself a good one, and deuces.